Signaled for and taken successfully. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Let's get that swing.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point tacked on the Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Second down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. The 20. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
On first down, Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Yeah, good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going up.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And caught by Thomas for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after by Limbaugh, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Again, Wilson. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's more. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. DJ Reader. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught by Carter. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
McPherson on for the point after.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Jets 21.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Now Wilson on first down.
He'll dump this off to Carter, complete.
So nothing doing there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
He was covered by Trey
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On the give is Nwangu.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Jets 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd down, Wilson. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That was probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Second down and goal. Jones
Drops this off with Nwangu.
Touchdown! Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
He'll check this one down to Carter.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it. A
fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
They'll go right back to the Wagyu. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw again on second down. Wilson forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Short throw hauled in by Croft. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On first down, Wilson. And hauled in by Croft. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And caught by Thomas. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to... He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Thomas brings it in.
Ready for it.
Touchdown, Jets. Michael Thomas, 40 yards. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they take on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Carter. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the grab by Croft. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. That could be it. 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
No gain on the play there, second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Jones. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throwing Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And get this man complete. Touchdown Bengals. Kene Nwangu. 61 yards.
And the Bengals use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Wilson. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Wilson to throw. His throw incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Wilson on first down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. throwing now. Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. Pushing his way through. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
One last shot for Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. And he'll get in for the 2 points as they'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
63, Jets 54. To kick off for the Jets.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing.